Good day to everyone. I'd like to thank the organizers and sponsors for providing an opportunity to present our research paper at the second Professional Schools International Research Congress. Researchers from the University of Mindanao, Davao City, Philippines, by Ms. Jennifer B. Faustino and Dr. Eugenio S. Guhao, Jr. Our research title is all about the self-concept, interpersonal relationship, and anger management of city transport and traffic management office personnel in Davao City.
Rational. Anger is considered to be a negative emotion. It can be turned to a positive one if properly managed, and is universal. Majority of anger-related problems are caused by inappropriate expression of anger, and how critical it is to express the anger properly is still debated. In addition, failure to express anger appropriately depletes the individual's energy and makes it difficult for the individual to control his behavior. By Baran 2019. While directly warning the individual for a problem and allowing him to protect himself, anger may on the other hand harm the individual and his environment if not controlled. Hence, it has both positive and negative functions. By Soika 2017. Next, research objectives. Number 1, to determine the level of self-concept among CTTMO personnel in terms of physical, moral, ethical, personal, family, and social. Number 2, to determine the level of interpersonal relationship among CTTMO personnel in terms of trust, self-disclosure, genuineness, empathy, comfort, and communication. The third research objectives. Measure the level of anger management among CTTMO personnel in terms of escalating strategies, calming strategies, negative attribution, and self-awareness. Fourth, to establish the significance of the relationship between self-concept and anger management, interpersonal relationship and anger management. Fifth, to determine the significant influence of self-concept and interpersonal relationship on anger management.
The theories used in the study are planned behavior theory by Isaac Eisen, 1985, and self-determination theory by Dizzy and Ryan, 1985. Conceptual framework with two independent variables and one dependent variable. The first independent variable is self-concept with the following indicators of physical, moral, ethical, personal, family, and social. The second independent variable is interpersonal relationship with the following indicators of self-disclosure, genuineness, empathy, comfort, and communication. The dependent variable is anger management with the following indicators of escalating strategies, calming strategies, negative attributes, and self-awareness.
Methodology. Research design. This study used the non-experimental correlational research design. Research locale, Davao City, Mindanao, Philippines. Population and sample, traffic enforcer 265, traffic aid 387, special operation team 22, cycle unit 30, jaywalking 37, mobile unit 57, office staff 33, and the total number of employees are 831. Research instrument, self-concept by March 1987, interpersonal relationship by Henry 1998, anger management by Stitt 2002, Statistical tools: average weighted mean, person product moment coefficient of correlation, regression. Results: Table 1, level of self-concept, the overall mean of 3.74, and the overall SD of 0.185 with a descriptive level of high. Table 2, level of interpersonal relationship, the overall mean of 3.51, and the overall SD of 0.244 with a descriptive level of very high. Table 3, level of anger management, the overall mean of 3.41 and the SD overall of 0.282 with a descriptive level of high. Table 4, significance of the relationship between the self-concept and anger management. Escalating strategies with a mean of 0.643 and a p-value of 0.000. Calming strategies with a mean of 0.500 and a p-value of 0.000. Negative attribution with a mean of 0.557 and a p-value of 0.000. Self-awareness with a mean of 0.557 and a p-value of 0.000, and the overall mean is 0.607 and a p-value of 0.000. Significance of the relationship between the self-concept and anger management. Table 5, significance of the relationship between the interpersonal relationship and anger management. Escalating strategies with a mean of 0.866 and a p-value of 0.000. Calming strategies with a mean of 0.726 and a p-value of 0.000. Negative attribution with a mean of 0.767 and a p-value of 0.000. Self-awareness with a mean of 0.800 and a p-value of 0.000, and the overall mean is 0.847 and a p-value of 0.000. Significance of the relationship between the interpersonal relationship and anger management. Table 6. The extent of influence of predictor variables on anger management. Overall, R value of 0.847 with a p-value of 0.000. The overall result of self-concept on anger management is 0.505, which is more than 0.05 level of significant, and there is no significant, and a p-value of 0.000. The overall significant relationship of interpersonal relationship on anger management is 0.000 level of significant, and it is found out that this is significant, which is less than 0.05, and a p-value of 0.000. R squared value of 0.718 variance of dependent variable of the two independent variables, with the F value of 377.364. Only interpersonal relationship has significant influence on anger management because the overall significant relationship is below 0.05. Conclusion. The researcher came to the following important conclusion based on the study's findings. The levels of self-concept and anger management are all high, while the level of interpersonal relationship is very high. Only interpersonal relationship is a significant predictor of anger management. The results prove that contention of Lopez, Salovey, Cote-Beers, and Petty 2016 that positive emotional management is correlated of higher quality of social interaction. Recommendation. It is recommended that city traffic transport management office personnel must be developed in terms of their self-concept in order to enhance the anger management among the CTTMO personnel in Davao City. Furthermore, results showed that interpersonal relationship was found out to be the predictor of anger management. Therefore, trainings may be conducted in order to enhance anger management of city traffic transport management office personnel. Finally, future research may be conducted to determine other factors that may contribute to enhance anger management of CTTMO personnel.